Let me ask you something honest, and I want you to really think about this for a second. When was the last time you woke up feeling like the man you used to be? Not just awake, but genuinely alive. Energy that carried you through the whole day. That quiet confidence you didn't have to think about. That drive that was just there. For most men past 50, that feeling has quietly disappeared. And here's what makes it harder. You're waking up exhausted. By 2 p.m., you're hitting a wall. And those automatic morning erections that never needed thinking about, they've stopped happening. Now, I think we both know what I'm talking about here. And here's what almost no doctor will tell you straight. This isn't just aging. For the majority of men over 50, testosterone has dropped by 30 to 40%. That's what the blood tests show. And when testosterone drops, everything drops with it. But here's what changes everything. There are specific foods that can boost that testosterone by up to 90%. Not pills, not injections, not expensive therapy. Just food you can buy at any grocery store. I'm Dr. Laura Bennett, and today I'm giving you 12 specific foods with exact amounts. But here's the thing, and this matters. Just eating these foods randomly won't cut it. So I'm also giving you a daily protocol for how to introduce them into your routine without it feeling like a chore, so you actually stick with it and get maximum results. Hit subscribe because most doctors will never tell you this exists. Now, before we dive in, I need to say something. If you're thinking this sounds too simple to work, I get it. But everything I'm sharing today is backed by peer-reviewed research, not internet rumors, not bro science, real studies. And more importantly, these are strategies that men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s have been using successfully for years in my practice. Here's why this matters so much. Your testosterone isn't just about sex drive. It's the master hormone that controls how you feel every single day. It determines whether you wake up with energy or drag through the morning, whether you build muscle or lose it, whether your mind stays sharp or starts fogging, whether you burn fat or store it around your belly. And here's what most men don't realize. The average man's testosterone has been dropping dramatically over the past few decades. A man today has testosterone levels 30% lower than his grandfather did at the same age. This isn't just about aging. This is about environmental toxins, processed foods, chronic stress, and lifestyle factors that are quietly crushing natural hormone production without you even noticing. But here's the part that changes everything. There are specific foods that, when consumed regularly, can restore that testosterone naturally. And I'm talking about increases of 20, 30, even 50% or more. The research is there. The results men are experiencing are remarkable. So let's get into it. First up, and this one surprises most men, raw oysters. Now, I know oysters aren't something most people eat regularly, but hear me out, because the science behind this is fascinating. Oysters are one of the richest food sources of zinc on the planet. Just 6 medium oysters provide about 32 milligrams of zinc. That's almost 3 times your daily requirement. Here's why that matters enormously. Your body cannot produce testosterone without adequate zinc, period. Zinc is involved in multiple critical steps of the testosterone synthesis pathway. It's also essential for preventing the conversion of testosterone into estrogen through the aromatase enzyme. Think about it this way. When you're zinc deficient, not only does your body produce less testosterone, but more of what it does produce gets converted into estrogen. Studies have shown that zinc supplementation can increase testosterone levels by up to 93% in deficient men. And here's what most men don't know. Not all zinc is created equal. Getting zinc from oysters rather than pills means you're getting cofactors and other nutrients that enhance absorption. Oysters also contain D-aspartic acid, an amino acid shown to increase testosterone by 42% in just 12 days. Now, I get it. Not everyone loves oysters or has easy access to them. If you can, try to eat raw oysters once or twice weekly. If not, we'll cover other zinc sources later. Second powerful testosterone booster, raw garlic. I know, raw garlic is intense. Your breath will tell on you. But if you can handle it, the benefits are extraordinary and worth the temporary social situation. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, which has been shown in multiple studies to enhance testosterone production. But here's the key, and this matters. Not all garlic is created equal. You need to crush or chop it and let it sit for 10 minutes. That's what activates the allicin. If you skip that step, you're losing most of the benefit. Here's how garlic works. It contains compounds that help reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol and testosterone have an inverse relationship. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. By helping modulate cortisol levels, garlic creates a more favorable environment for testosterone production. Garlic also improves blood flow and cardiovascular health, supports healthy cholesterol levels. Remember, cholesterol is the building block for testosterone and has anti-inflammatory properties that protect the Leydig cells in your testes that produce testosterone. Pro tip: mix crushed garlic with a little raw honey to make it more palatable, or chase it with water like a pill. Do this once or twice daily. Yes, your breath might be garlicky. Chew fresh parsley afterwards or use a high-quality chlorophyll supplement. The benefits are absolutely worth it. Third powerful food, fresh ginger root. Ginger has been extensively studied for its effects on testosterone, and the results are genuinely impressive. In one study of infertile men, ginger increased testosterone by 17%. In another, it increased testosterone by nearly 18%, while also improving sperm quality. Here's what's happening. Ginger reduces oxidative stress in the testes, improves production of luteinizing hormone, which signals your testes to produce testosterone, and improves insulin sensitivity. Insulin resistance is a major contributor to low testosterone. Pro tip: fresh ginger is more potent than dried or powdered. Aim for about 1 to 2 grams daily, roughly a 1-inch piece. Choose small pieces throughout the day, grate it into smoothies, or make ginger tea. The key is consistency. Now let's talk about something sweet that actually helps: dark chocolate, but not the sugary candy bar stuff. I'm talking about high-quality dark chocolate, at least 75% cacao or higher, the kind that's so dark and intense it almost tastes bitter at first. Here's what happens when you eat this. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonoids, antioxidants that improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. But here's what's really interesting. Dark chocolate contains compounds that help reduce the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. It also contains magnesium, which is essential for testosterone production and is deficient in many men. Pro tip: eat 1 to 2 ounces daily. Look for chocolate that's at least 75% cacao, with minimal added sugar. The darker, the better. This is one testosterone boosting strategy that actually tastes good. Fifth powerful food, fenugreek seeds. Now, I know this may surprise you. Most people have never even heard of fenugreek, but in traditional medicine, it's been used for male vitality for centuries, and modern science is proving why it works. You can chew these seeds directly, though they're quite bitter, or soak them overnight. Fenugreek works by inhibiting the enzymes that convert testosterone into other hormones. It helps keep testosterone in its active, free form rather than bound or converted. In one study, men who took fenugreek for 8 weeks saw significant increases in free testosterone and improvements in sexual function and energy levels. Pro tip: soak about 1 teaspoon of seeds in water overnight. In the morning, chew and swallow the seeds, drinking the water they soaked in. The taste is strong and bitter, but the benefits are worth it. Sixth food, Brazil nuts. These are one of the richest food sources of selenium on the planet. And here's the kicker: just 2 to 3 Brazil nuts provide your entire daily requirement of selenium. Selenium supports thyroid function, and your thyroid hormones work together with testosterone to regulate metabolism and energy. It also reduces oxidative stress in the testes. Pro tip: don't overdo it. Too much selenium can be problematic. 2 to 3 nuts daily is perfect. Seventh powerful food, pomegranate. Now this one has fascinating research behind it. In one study, participants who drank pomegranate juice daily for 2 weeks experienced an average testosterone increase of 24%. Some individuals saw increases of up to 30%. That's remarkable for such a simple intervention. Pomegranate works by reducing oxidative stress and inflammation throughout the body. It improves blood flow and supports cardiovascular health. Pro tip: drink 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice daily, or eat the seeds from 1 pomegranate. Make sure you're using real pomegranate, not juice cocktails that are mostly sugar and artificial flavoring. Eighth food, and get ready for this one: fresh coconut meat or unrefined coconut oil. Now, before you panic about saturated fat, I need you to understand something. Your body needs saturated fat to produce hormones, including testosterone. Studies have shown that men who consume adequate healthy fats, including saturated fats, have higher testosterone levels than men on very low-fat diets. Coconut also contains medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which are easily used for energy. Pro tip: consume 1 to 2 tablespoons of unrefined coconut oil daily. Add it to coffee, cook with it, or just eat it by the spoonful. Ninth food: avocados. These are testosterone-supporting powerhouses. Avocados are rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, vitamin E, which protects testosterone molecules from damage, and boron, which has been shown to increase free testosterone. Here's what most men don't know. One study found that boron supplementation at just 6 milligrams daily increased free testosterone by 28% in just 1 week. Pro tip: eat 1 avocado daily. Add it to salads, smoothies, or use it as a spread. 10th food: whole eggs, specifically the yolks. Now this one's interesting because we've been told the opposite for decades. Egg yolks are one of nature's most perfect foods for hormone production. They contain cholesterol, which is the building block for testosterone. They're rich in vitamin D, healthy fats, and numerous vitamins and minerals. Here's the truth about cholesterol. Research has shown that dietary cholesterol has minimal impact on blood cholesterol for most people, and your body needs it for hormone production. Pro tip: eat 2 to 3 whole eggs daily, including the yolks. Don't throw them away. 11th food: raw cacao nibs. Get ready for this one. Cacao nibs are crushed cacao beans, incredibly rich in antioxidants, magnesium, and compounds that support testosterone. The flavonoids in cacao reduce cortisol and improve mood. The magnesium supports testosterone production. Pro tip: add 1 to 2 tablespoons to smoothies, yogurt, or eat them as a snack. They have an intense chocolate flavor. 12th food: fresh parsley. This one surprises most people. Fresh parsley contains a compound called apigenin, which increases testosterone production by supporting the Leydig cells in your testes. Apigenin also helps block the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. Pro tip: eat a handful of fresh parsley daily. Add it to salads, smoothies, or juice it. It's also great for freshening breath after eating raw garlic, so you can combine 2 strategies. Now, I want to share something that ties several of these together into a powerful daily ritual. I call this the Testosterone Power Blend. Here's how to do it correctly so you get maximum benefit. Take 2 to 3 Brazil nuts, half an avocado, a handful of fresh parsley, 1 clove of raw garlic that's been crushed and allowed to sit for 10 minutes to activate the allicin, a tablespoon of raw honey, and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. You can blend this all together into a smoothie, or if you're brave, eat it as is. This combination provides zinc, selenium, healthy fats, boron, allicin, antioxidants, and multiple compounds that support testosterone production all in one shot. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, it's intense. The garlic hits you, the parsley is strong, but here's the thing. Have this once daily, and you're giving your body a concentrated dose of testosterone-supporting nutrition that actually does something. Not placebo, not wishful thinking, real nutritional support. If you want to get fancy, here's a variation. Blend the Power Blend with half a cup of pomegranate juice, a handful of dark cacao nibs, and a small piece of fresh ginger. Now you've got like a testosterone superfood smoothie that actually tastes decent and delivers multiple pathways for hormone support. Now, let me talk about realistic expectations, because this is important and I want to be completely honest with you. These aren't pharmaceutical interventions that produce overnight results. This is not a magic button you press and wake up transformed. Your body needs time to adapt, to rebuild, to retrain the hormonal pathways that have been underperforming for years. But here's what's encouraging. Most men start noticing subtle but real improvements in energy, mood, and libido within 2 to 4 weeks of consistently consuming these testosterone-boosting foods. Not dramatic, not overnight, but noticeable. More significant changes in body composition, strength, and overall vitality typically develop over 2 to 3 months. This is because you're not forcing your body with synthetic hormones. You're supporting your body's natural hormone production through nutrition, and that takes time. The key is consistency. You need to make these foods part of your daily routine, not something you try for a few days and then forget about. This is not about chasing the performance of your 20s. This is not about pressure or perfection. This is about creating the nutritional environment where your body can produce the testosterone it's still capable of producing. And here's what respects your age and your wisdom. You're not trying to be 20 again. You're trying to be the best version of yourself at 50, 60, or 70. And that's not only possible, it's achievable when you give your body the right support. Now, I also want to emphasize something critical. While these foods are powerful, they work best when supported by healthy daily habits that nourish your entire system. You can't eat oysters and raw garlic while living on processed food, never exercising, and sleeping 4 hours a night. That's like trying to fill a bucket with holes in it. You need to address all aspects of your health. Make it a priority to get adequate sleep, 7 to 9 hours per night. Sleep deprivation crushes testosterone production faster than almost anything else. Your body produces most of its testosterone during deep sleep, particularly in the first 3 to 4 hours. When you shortchange sleep, you're directly sabotaging your hormone production. Exercise regularly. And here's what matters most: resistance training. Lifting weights is one of the most effective natural ways to boost testosterone. Compound movements like squats and deadlifts trigger the hormonal response your body needs. Manage your stress. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which suppresses testosterone. Find what works for you. Meditation, deep breathing, time in nature, whatever helps you decompress. This isn't optional. This is essential. Minimize your exposure to endocrine disruptors like BPA and plastics, pesticides, and other chemicals that interfere with hormone production. Use glass or stainless steel containers instead of plastic. Buy organic produce when possible, especially for the foods on the Dirty Dozen list. And maintain a healthy body weight. Excess body fat, especially around the belly, converts testosterone to estrogen and creates a vicious cycle of declining hormones and increasing fat storage. When you combine these foods with these lifestyle factors, you create the perfect environment for testosterone production to thrive. Before we wrap up, let me give you a clear action plan, because knowing what to do and actually doing it are two different things. Here's what I want you to do. Don't try to incorporate everything at once. That's overwhelming and it never works. Instead, start simple and build gradually. Week 1, foundation. Pick just 3 foods from the list. I'd suggest starting with raw garlic, fresh ginger, and Brazil nuts. Why these 3? Because they're easy to find, relatively inexpensive, and deliver the biggest testosterone boost for the effort. 1 to 2 cloves of raw garlic daily, crushed and allowed to sit for 10 minutes. A 1-inch piece of fresh ginger daily, either chewed or in tea. 2 to 3 Brazil nuts daily. That's it. Just those 3 for the entire first week. Week 2. Add complexity. Keep doing the first 3, and now add pomegranate juice and dark chocolate. 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice daily. 1 to 2 ounces of dark chocolate, 75% cacao or higher. Notice how you feel. Track your energy, your mood, your sleep quality. Week 3. Build the habit. Keep everything from weeks 1 and 2, and now add whole eggs and avocado. 2 to 3 whole eggs daily with the yolks. 1 avocado daily. You're now eating 8 of the 12 foods consistently. Week 4. Complete the protocol. Add the remaining foods: fenugreek seeds, cacao nibs, fresh parsley, and if you can access them, raw oysters once or twice this week. Now you have all 12 foods integrated into your routine. Month 2. Optimize and refine. Continue all foods, but now start experimenting with the Testosterone Power Blend. Try different combinations. Find what works best for your schedule and taste preferences. Month 3. Assessment. After 90 days of consistent implementation, get your testosterone tested if possible. Track your energy, mood, workout performance, libido, and overall sense of well-being. Most men see dramatic improvements by this point. If you're currently on testosterone replacement therapy, do not stop your treatment without working with your doctor. These natural approaches can potentially help you reduce your dose or eventually come off therapy, but that needs to be done under medical supervision with regular monitoring. Now here's exactly what I want you to do, starting today. First, screenshot or write down the 3 foods for week 1. Raw garlic, fresh ginger, Brazil nuts. Go to the grocery store this week and buy them. Don't wait. Do it today. Second, commit to the 4-week protocol. Write it down. Put reminders in your phone. Make it non-negotiable for the next 30 days. Third, track your results. Notice your energy levels, mood, workout performance, libido, and overall sense of well-being. Keep a simple journal, just a few notes each week. Fourth, and this is important, come back after 30 days and drop a comment below telling me what you noticed. What changed? What improved? What surprised you? I'm genuinely curious what you guys experience, and here's why that matters. One comment from you could help another man who's been struggling silently with the same concerns you had. If this genuinely helped, hit that like button so more men discover these natural solutions. Share it with someone who needs this information. A brother, a father, a friend who's been dealing with low energy and declining vitality. Subscribe for more evidence-based guidance on men's health and hormonal vitality. Because your testosterone doesn't have to keep dropping, your energy doesn't have to keep fading, and your body doesn't have to keep giving up on you. Remember clearly, small changes lead to big results when done consistently. Your body hasn't given up on you. It's asking for the right fuel. And when that fuel gets provided consistently, testosterone production increases naturally, energy returns, and vitality becomes your new normal again. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.